Welcome to my writing table, my little writing space that I've set up in the bedroom in anticipation of the book release for Black Dove Paloma Negra out with Flower Song Press. I will be reading poems from that collection. A big thank you to Edward Vidare and all the volunteers that help him. I'm very grateful that he has homed this book. I will start with one poem. Before I begin, one of the poems does contain content about sexual violence, so take care during your listening. I'll start with Who Speaks for Us Here? 1. We've all cracked in our own ways, are expected to add to the circle time story our own trace of a hairline split that turned riff, then cut, split into body-sized hole. Everybody here was a last-ditch story that locked us together, shuffling room to room, both cold, heads nodding from meds that could drone a horse half living. What's your story, V? Nadia juts her sharp chin to me. Was that a dare? I've got nothing to match her fable of the sharp little pill, the hard lump of bread. Those violent invaders forced down her throat into her holy stomach, her empty sanctuary. She lifts a hand, claw to face, splendid as a miniature plant, impaled down feathered lanugo, flourishing on the hard shoot of her arm. How do I say that we are hungry? Down here, from the bottom of my throat, the lowest hung branch of myself. 2. I took the pill that set every sound to fade and barely there. But the song still floats to me as if the entire choir plays in my underwater's sub-terrestrial hymn, dark cave canticle. But I have nowhere to point, nor any direction to give, no language. Even the man who can't stop fucking every woman, man, and child points one way or another, a beast incarnate between his legs. Look, I've an assembly of people, a mindscape of a sun-darkened girl on the beach, aggressive motion, snapshot of childhood, a wide holler. 3. The librarian, meticulous recorder of his own dark findings, each head slammed against the wall, categorized and set to forever. He sees and remembers all for me. The woman who fights goes about with butcher knife, baroque in blood and rags. The girl, mute and comatose, frozen animal made of fear and sick grief. The lady hums, nursing and feeding tiny sips of water from a straw to each of them. All of them also humming, their bright braided song into my throat. I've been learning to sing or to hum a little with them, but the melody kept it escaping. How did you find yourself here? The interventionist counselor asks, as she's asked the other patients. A man with gauze on his neck, heavy with blood. The girl in long sleeves pulled down across her fingers, fresh cuts poking out from her neckline. My roommate, an older lady retching into a trash bin, that rank vodka smell she carries with her like a sadness from room to room. I was learning to sing, I hear myself saying. I was just learning to sing and I couldn't keep up the melody. But the circle wants a story's straight line to this mental hospital, to this room that smells of Clorox and blood. You are supposed to say, I wanted to die, so A, then B, now C and all of D. 4. I had just begun to want to live. A. I let them speak. A life could be sung louder, a wide open mouth. On same, and death. B. Instead, hummingbird life, full belly dirge, beak bent to nectar, neck bent to loosen sap. I open my mouth, warble, choral. I hold up my wrist, see. My people start chanting this aria, terrible and beautiful, raggedy, inner bellow and hiss, cut up sound, bells of self, a sieve, a map to a place no one wanted to know. D. 5. A song that everyone wanted to stop, everyone, everything but me. Here on my wrist, isn't this how we talk here? Show them the wounds we don't remember making, the bottom half of an inning, when everyone is cheering wildly, all the hollering the crowd can muster, and they don't remember why, or who it is that's running full steam to home, because this hour, or this is going to hurt. After Tahimba Jess. I could have stopped this train, this ghostly tear, rattling of teeth across the bridge, could have turned the other way, could have jumped, closed one eye, both eyes. When we entered the tunnel, breakneck, they call, its death sound, the earth breaking beneath, the metal weight in gears that won't stop. I knew it would hurt, and I stayed. I let each bump become one more split, a rupture in its tiny universe of stars, planets, heavenly objects, where I am firm, a sister element. When I'm hungry, hunger opens the door. She said, be hungry. So I ate. It tasted like a thing inedible, undigestible, a rock, a plastic cap. I became terrified of hunger. So all I ate were inedible things, factory-made goods, shards of man-made, hard to swallow. Again and again, a door between my thighs, where rocks, caps, toy remnants tumbled, a body washing machine. What does it taste like to taste? The rattling seemed to say. What does it feel like to be full? She did my lashes, lined my eyes darker, said I could be pretty, could. That was after she said, come to bed, honey. I slept in the bathroom, locked the door in my lips. I would not rattle. I would cut the rattle off the tail. How to do this? I'm still doing it. She turns plastic. She turns washing machine. She does not do this. To me, not now, not before. It is fair to say I ate her, threw her up in the sink. She will not have, nor rattle, nor take. She does not, will not. I am somewhere else unattached. I will continue undoing what we did. We were teenage best friends. We were 10, 20'd, wonned over. I left her, price tag on. I feel the mark where mine was. I carry the scissors still.